Yo guys, it's Mike here from 1000 Nomads. So today I want to talk to you about 7 things that really surprised me, and some of them even frustrated me up until today when I came to Pakistan. Let me start from the very beginning. When I booked my flight here, I actually booked it because I came here to visit a employee of mine, Hashim, that you guys have seen in probably some of the other videos. And yeah, he speaks perfect English. So when I came here, I have a lot of employees in Pakistan. I expected people to speak English, like all of them, even because they were an English colony back in the day, etc., etc. Anyway, I came here on the airport after a long 18-hour flight, and I was excited to come here, and I had a lot of questions because I never research anything when I go to a new country. I just go with the flow and see what to see. And I come to the airport and I organized a shuttle to get to my hotel, and I prepared a lot of questions for the shuttle driver. And this guy, he was waiting for me with the number and everything, with my name, and I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you? And he didn't say a word, and I was like, fuck, this guy doesn't want to talk to me. Is this guy gonna scam me? But this guy just didn't speak English, and that's when it came to me that no one spoke English. When we arrived at the hotel after a very awkward half-hour taxi ride, these people didn't speak English. They were like, chai. I was like, yeah, I can have some tea for sure. But they couldn't speak, and I was like, fuck, I wanted to get a haircut, so where do I get a haircut now? So I asked them, where can I get a haircut? And no one spoke English. So, you can make it with your hands, like knip, 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 okay? So and they were like, oh, you can go get it done there. So I was like, okay, that's good. So I found out where to get my haircut. And at the haircut place, it was the same. Nobody spoke English. So apparently English is just not a thing in Pakistan. So, don't expect that people are gonna help you in English. Be prepared to talk with your hands. And obviously, to use a Google Translator or something. Get ready for those things. Then number 2. When I came here, obviously one of the first things you want to do in a new country is take out some cash. I mean, I never bring cash myself because I'm used to, I have a Revolut card, I have a TransferWise card, I have an N26 card. I'm used to, withdraw money wherever I go. I think I had 30 euros in my pocket that I had left from the Netherlands that I didn't manage to spend on the last day. And I just went to the banks. There were like a lot of banks next to the hotel I stayed in, and none of them worked. None of the ATMs worked. You just put your card in, and it spits your card right out. It doesn't even give you an error message. It's just flip, in, out. Nothing happens. Really upsetting. Looking online, I could not find any details. And after trying 20 different ATMs, I gave up hope. I just gave it up, and I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do now? So, as I already said, I came here to visit a friend of mine, Hashim, and I called him. I said, man, I don't know what to do. I don't have any money. I cannot even buy food, whatever. And luckily he knew a guy that could bring me some cash, and I just transferred the money to Hashim. But obviously you were probably not in that situation. So I did some research on what you can do, and in my banking app Revolut and in N26 as well, there is this ATM locator, and there are 2 ATMs in Lahore, at least where I was there, where you can withdraw money as a foreigner with your foreign account. So I recommend you guys bring a lot of cash so you can exchange it, or just be ready to Western Union money to yourself or use MoneyGram. They're a bit more costly, but at least you have cash to spend. So that's very important. That's number 2. So then number 3 is that it's extremely hard to get a SIM card as a foreigner. If you go to Thailand, if you go to Colombia, I think, if you go to Mexico, you just get a SIM card straight on the airport. They put it in your phone and you're done. You're good to go. Not in Pakistan. On my first day, I wanted to explore, but to explore, I prefer to have at least some kind of data so that I can, use Google Maps. And you couldn't get a SIM card. I went from shop to shop. I think in total I've been to maybe 30 shops, and they didn't speak English, so the people just said no foreign. It's like, fuck, what am I gonna do? And after doing some Google search, there's apparently one place called the Song Customer Experience Center, I must say. And that's where you can get it as a foreigner. You have to bring your passport, your ID card, your passport and your visa. And with those 2 things, they can give you a SIM card. But now today, I got a new problem. And the new problem is that when you request a visa here, it has a duration on it. And the duration is when you can enter the country. And from the moment you entered, you have 30 days to leave the country. So I arrived here on the 7th of November, and my visa duration was from the 1st till the 30th. So arriving on the 7th. I can stay here until 7th of December. So I got my SIM card on the 9th. Sorry for all those dates, guys, but just to give you the idea of how it works. And today, they are gonna block my SIM card. Today is the 30th of November, and today they're gonna block my SIM card because that's what it says on the document. But I still have 2 more days left. So the last 2 days, I'm hopeless. I cannot get internet. I'm probably lost. I'm not gonna be knowing where to go, and you guys can enjoy all of that on the vlogs that I'm gonna shoot. You're gonna see me being very lost. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that you can just get the SIM card at the Zone Customer Experience Center. They call it postpaid contract. It's prepaid, but they call it postpaid, and that's what you have to do. Okay. And I'm sure that there's one shop in every city. I'm gonna research that for you and put it down here in the description so you guys know where to find it. Cool. We go to number 3. And that's that I expected Pakistan as a country with a lot of remote workers, that the internet here would be pretty good. But obviously, I'm too hopeful, too naive probably. And the internet in almost none of the hotels I stayed at was decent. Even like uploading these YouTube videos, it cost me like 8 hours to upload a single 4 gigabyte video. So do not expect good internet here. It is definitely possible to work. I've been extremely productive here, using my 4G connection, sitting on places where the connection is good. But the Wi-Fi at your hotel is bad, always bad. I think there's been one hotel where the internet was good, but otherwise the internet was bad. For the guys staying in Lahore, I'll put the name of the hotel I stayed with good internet below so that you guys can at least have that. Not the nicest hotel, but at least the internet was super good. I could stream Netflix on 4K and whatever, everything was good. Okay. The next to that, the 4G connection in general is good as long as you're outside, but do not rely on that when you're inside a building. For example, now in this room, my internet is really bad. My 4G doesn't work. I have like a weak 3G signal, and yeah, I can't work with that either. So I really have to walk all the way to the lobby, sit on a very uncomfortable couch, because that's where I do have connection. So it is not the most ideal country for a digital nomad, I would say. But on the other side, it's amazing to go off the beaten path. So I can definitely recommend, trying countries like this. Then where are we? Number 6, number five, is that here in the mornings, really, it's a bit strange, but in the mornings, there's nothing to do. So I thought people here, they don't party, so probably they go to bed early. But that's not the case. People go out and have coffee the whole night. People have coffee the whole night. People go out and have coffee until 2 a.m. Then they come back in their hotels. They're super loud, always. Then they go to bed and they wake up at like 12. That's just what people do here. I don't know why or how that came, but that's just what happens, okay? So a lot of things are happening at night. Shopping happens at night. Markets are open till like super late. You can go shopping until 12 or 1 a.m. even. But getting a coffee in the morning, impossible. Generally, coffee is not popular here, so it's pretty hard to get coffee anyway. But I'm just like saying, like if you want to get breakfast, your hotel will have breakfast until 10 a.m. or 11 sometimes. But don't expect to find anything outside your hotel. Everything will be closed. Barbers, they start working from 1 o'clock. For example, restaurants, they start usually 1 or 2, and some even like much later. So yeah, it's not a morning place. So for me, that's really good because I just love to spend my time in the morning behind my computer working a lot so that I can discover and explore during the day. But yeah, that's an important fact to know, something that really surprised me. It's not frustrating, it's just a surprise. Because I expected people that don't party to be very awake very early on. Then number 6, and that is a very, very surprising one. Number 6, guys. It's that the people here, they love cold drinks. You go to a restaurant, you order a meal, and they ask you cold drink, and you're like, yeah, sure, give me a Coke or a Pepsi. That's what they call a cold drink, what we call soft drinks. But the fun part is they call it cold drink, but they're never cold. Like, they're usually not cold. Of course, there are some shops that have cold fridges, but most of them, they just put the soft drinks in a fridge and they don't turn the fridge on. So right now, it's winter in Pakistan, which means like 22 to 25 degrees, which for me, it's still very good. It's like spring, summer weather. But for these people here, it's cold. So because they think it's cold, they don't make the drinks colder. It's just how the things work here, guys. So if someone offers you a cold drink and you see it's outside and he has a fridge, probably the fridge does not work and it's a hot cold drink. So, you know, there is some ways to ask them that, you know, I always usually ask them, do you have a cold drink? But, you know, they just don't understand. They think that it's cold. For me, it's not. Okay, guys, number 7, it's that Pakistan is a tea country. And this surprised me in a very good way. I knew that people love tea here. And I expected it to be like English kind of tea or the Dutch kind of tea where you have thousands of different flavors, like all kinds of berries and fruits and whatever. But no, not the case, guys. They used to have like 2 or 3 different kinds of tea. But they put it with milk and they make it in different ways. They brew the tea in different kind of ways. With different kind of herbs, but it's never like the fruity kind of tea that we have. And there's no honey in Pakistan. So they just make tea with milk, always with milk, which we call in the Netherlands, it's for kids. It's nothing popular about it. And that's what they drink here all the time. And then, of course, there's different kinds of tea, different kinds of cream that they use. They do use sugar, but it was different. Like, I did not expect it. I expected tea like what you have in Morocco or whatever, like a mint tea or some fruity teas, like a lot of different kinds, a lot of honey, but nothing like that, guys. It's just tea with milk and a lot of sugar. That's what they drink here. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. That's the 7 things that really surprised me. And you know, especially the first ones about the bank cards and the SIM cards, really important to know. Also the solutions, just be prepared so you don't get into trouble when you're in Pakistan. So guys, I hope you love this video. I would say don't forget to like this video. If you want, also subscribe so you get the notification for the next one. And yeah, you can always join our digital nomad movement, become a digital nomad by checking out my ebook, joining my free course. I only have free programs. And yeah, you can find all those resources on the website, which is 1000nomads.com. So guys, once again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I wish you a beautiful day ahead.